everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Pixie Palace. And you're probably wondering why I'm sitting half in the dark and half in the light. Well, funny story, the lamp above this area decided to go out and I have no way to reach that. So I'm waiting on someone to change the light bulb for me. So just bear with me in this intro. Real life, you know how that goes. Anyway, welcome to the weekly reading. We are back. This is for November 27th, 2022. And I want to thank all of you for allowing me to take that week off just to kind of regroup, relax, and catch up on some things. And now we're back better than ever. However, there will be some changes in the readings. You'll see just some slight ones in this one. And I'm just going to go with the flow. Just going to go with how it feels. There may be some card readings that have 3 cards. There may be some that have a different number of cards. Some may be off the cuff kind of readings. Maybe just energy readings without the cards. But what have you, there will always be something for you on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So don't worry about that. There will always be something to help guide you in the next week. Also, another announcement, something is coming back to the Pixie Post. My podcast is coming back. Yes, Coffee, Cards, and Pixie Dust. A lot of you really enjoy that podcast because not all of you can just sit and watch videos. So you can take it on the go with you, and it's always in the description. But there hasn't been any new episodes for probably several months. And that'll be coming back on December 15th. As far as new episodes. In the meantime, I may upload a couple of old episodes I had, and they're all from my YouTube videos in general that have already been posted. It's just giving you an additional option to listen to the podcast instead of having to sit down and watch the video. And there goes my neighbors. Gotta love them. So I'm really excited to bring that back. I'm freshening things up there as well. For those of you who haven't heard it, feel free to click on the link below. It's on Spotify, Apple. There are a few others, I forget what, Google Podcasts. So feel free to click on those and it'll take you right to it. There are quite a few episodes on there already. I was really in full force for a while, but now I am back. Some will be from my YouTube videos, and there may be occasional separate one as well. So whatever it is, it'll always be some uplifting content, maybe on some serious topics and some not. I'm actually looking to maybe do some interviews in the future to get a little more engagement with the podcast. But to start off on the right foot, I will be posting at least some of my videos on there as well as some new ones. And then we'll go from there. So I really hope you enjoy it. I hope you join it. The more of you that support the podcast, the more of my podcast will get seen, just like YouTube. So now we are coming off the new moon in Sagittarius. It is time for new beginnings, and I absolutely love the new moon because it gives you a clean slate to start over with what you're trying to go for, let go of what's not serving you, and really go forward with some more optimism than you've been feeling before. So in this reading, we're going to get some messages from the universe. We're going to see what they have to say, and hopefully it will resonate and help guide you in the next week. So with all of that, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's get to the reading, and I'm going to finish my tea. And here we are back for the weekly reading starting November 27th, 2022. And we are just coming out of the new moon in Sagittarius, and there's a fresh new energy coming through. So it'll be really interesting to see what this week's reading has to say. Instead of using my usual Oracle of the Fairies, I'm switching to another deck, which is our Moonology Oracle card deck by Yasmin Boland. And many of you are familiar with this deck or have seen me use them in past videos, especially throughout the years. It's one of my other trusted decks, and it never really steers me wrong, so that's a good thing. And as you can see, I set up things a little tiny bit differently. The crystals are arranged a little in a different order, and I have my decks over here. That's not all of them, but those are the ones I use the most. So if any of you have any requests as to a deck to use in my readings out of those 4, let me know, and I will do that in the next week's reading. Also, I'm doing a slight change in how I'm doing these readings. Instead of doing the 3-card draw, I will be doing the 2-card draw. And the reason for this is it will keep the energy a little more focused, hopefully hone in the messages a little bit more as well. The 3 cards were always good, but it didn't always seem to work. I've noticed some of the energy would wane, and I really want to give a good reading all the way through. So as we get into the 2-card draw, we're going to see what the universe has to say. Okay, these 2 cards popped out, and this is very, very interesting. The first card is A New Start is Coming, and the second one is Take Time to Breathe Out. So let's get into it. A new start is coming, new moon. And that is a perfect message for the new moon, since the new moon signifies new beginnings, a clean slate, starting over, and a rebirth of something or someone. A new start is coming is a very positive message, obviously. And it's basically your sign that anything that has been stagnant in your life or just slow going is about to change. Either the old energy will leave your life in one form or another, or you'll start becoming a little more optimistic, a little more hopeful that you can achieve the goals you want to achieve or the direction your life is going in. And the reason for this is because you've been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of shadow work. Maybe you've been cutting away old ties that no longer serve you. Perhaps you're tired of feeling sick and tired of things, and you decided to make that internal decision to start over. Because there's never a time that you can't reinvent yourself. A lot of us believe in the myth that because we're older or because we're in a certain phase in life or we're stuck in a job that we might have to be in to pay the bills or just other realistic necessities. And it's so far from the truth because we can choose to change at any time. And that could be a small change or a big change. Yes, there is probably a way to do it that's most beneficial for you as well as the others around you. However, it is your choice and your choice alone. Never sell yourself short. You have the power within to make that change. It's a matter of wanting to do that change. We can sit around wishing and hoping for something, especially that new start. However, if we don't take action or if we don't try to do the best we can with our internal work as well as our life in general, the universe will think, okay, I'll help you wish and dream and I'll just match whatever energy you're at. When we take the first step into action mode, the universe matches it. It's almost like a 401k plan, if you think of it that way. Whatever we contribute to that plan, the company matches it. Well, it's the same thing with the universe. If we sit and wish and hope and don't take action, that's exactly what the universe will do. It will support those dreams. It will support those wishes. It will give you beautiful images in your mind, give you hope in your heart, but it won't bring the stuff that you're trying to manifest. It's really, really interesting how the energy works. I've said this in several readings. It's law of attraction in a different type of form. So when we take action, that new start will come a lot quicker. Now, there are some things in our lives that will come in without us having to try it all. Just living our daily lives, being the best people we can be. Sometimes something beautiful will happen. It could even be somebody paying it forward or giving you an opportunity to start over with something that might not have been working for you at another point in your life. So there's a small example and a large example. But whatever it is, good things are coming for you. A new start is on the way. It will be coming. It might not happen today, but it is on the way. And remember, everything you want is already yours. It belongs to you, even if it's not in tangible form yet, but it is on the way. And I'm really super excited about this because personally, I've been seeing a few changes in my life for the better, and I'm really, really pumped to see what happens. Keep putting your best foot forward. Keep that hope, keep that positive vibe going. When you have certain emotions, it's okay to honor them. It's okay to feel stagnant, but don't worry, help is on the way, and that new start will be here soon. And the second card is Take Time to Breathe Out by Disseminating Moon. Now, this is an interesting card because it's almost a little bit of a different energy than a new start is coming one. Only because while the new starts are coming for many of you, there is a time, especially right now, to breathe out. Sometimes we're so in our goals and so in our head, and we're influenced by all kinds of outside sources, both positive and negative, that we forget to exhale. Is so important. Breath is life, and is so important to remember to take a deep breath, especially if you have anxiety or overwhelming stress. Breathing a few times in a tranquil space really can help. And I, for one, experience anxiety. I actually experienced anxiety earlier today, and breathing really does help. It basically realigns your mindset, and it reminds you that you're in that present moment. Suddenly, the anxiety seems to not be quite as bad. It doesn't make it totally always go away, but it does help. So with this card, it's just reminding you to take some time to rest or take a moment to breathe. Maybe get back into breath work if you were doing that. Meditation. It could just be a little self-care, and yes, that can be going to get a manicure or pedicure or taking that extra nap. It's okay to take a moment to slow down. While we should take action and while we should keep going for our goals, there is a productivity in rest as well, because we're replenishing our energy tank. We're a little more mindful, a little more peaceful, because we are taking that time to nourish our souls. And that is super important. That's another key to success, because if you don't do that, you're running on empty. You're trying to help everybody else, which is a noble thing. But if you don't have enough energy in your tank, you can't help anyone else, or at least not to the fullest. So take time to breathe out. Take time for yourself. Say no once in a while if you have to, in order to do some self-care. And know that you're not alone if you are in a stagnant or difficult time. We all go through trials and tribulations, the ebb and flow of life. It's not going to be forever. And especially with the New Start card coming out, that is another sign that this stagnant cycle is about to end. So do take heart that better things are coming. But in order to welcome that, let go of the old energy, remember to breathe, hydrate, and always, always take care of yourself. No, it's not selfish to do that, as long as it's with pure intention. Well, those are the cards for this coming week. I'm really super excited to see what good things are coming for all of us. If you do experience something wonderful, feel free to share in the comments below. It's always nice to see good things happening, and sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that in today's chaotic world. So definitely feel free to share if you feel like doing so. And let me know which card resonated for you the most. For me personally, I think both resonated this week. So it's really, really pretty spot on. So I want to thank all of you for being so supportive as always, and for allowing me the time to breathe out as well last week. I am so glad to be back with these readings. I will be mixing them up a little bit, maybe doing different decks. different card orders, maybe different locations, but I do want to keep it fresh and vital and keep those messages coming through. So remember, let me know which deck you would like to see next week, and I'll make sure that I do that. And feel free to click like and subscribe if you like these kind of readings or like my channel in general. It helps it grow, and it also helps the community grow, which is the most important thing. And keep watching my community tab. I always have different things on there, usually something at least once a day, like inspirational posts, announcements, occasionally a joke or just something that inspires me personally, and sometimes I even share other content creators' channels as well. So with all of that, I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Keep going for your dreams, and always, always know you are enough. Until the next time, to know yourself is to know your truth. Namaste.